Drowsy Chaperone begins with this, a haunting lament sung from a very depressed bride. She sings on her balcony, bathed in the pale moonlight of a sympathetic moon, which is absolutely ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now, while you're listening to this song, try to ignore the lyrics. They're not the best.
I put a bunny on a pedestal and tried to make that bunny stay. And he sat on the top, but he needed to hop and with other bunnies play far away. He left his carrot on that pedestal beside some pellets in a cup, and I haven't got the strength to clean them up. Oh, bunny, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm just going to pour myself a brand.
Come, my little bunny, come, my little bunny, do.
And I have to admit, I always start to feel just a little bit misty when I think about that tiny carrot just lying on the pedestal.
Oh, bunny, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my little bunny, come, my little bunny, do.
Here we go.
Wait!
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraaf!
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone!
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? No, no, no. I fool the world, so I chose. Sigmund Freud's and flowers to me every show. Gertrude's done, she handed me a rose. I'm Janet Vandergraaf. Ain't no man that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour? Life of glamour, life of glamour. No!
I love this part. She's having a complete mental breakdown.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to spread mirth no more. Be the greatest on earth no more. I don't wanna, I wanna, I don't wanna, I wanna, I don't, I do, I don't, I do. I don't wanna show off. And I think sure, Janet, secure, Janet, millions will do just fine. But any future I could ever care to shape includes just one two-timing cat who drives me insane. Oh, Robert, what a fool I've been. A hapless fool. I know now that I love you, but I've thrown it all away. I love you, buddy, but is love enough? Is love ever enough?
you just love that number? It has a little bit of everything. A little Busby Berkeley. And a little Looney Tunes. But that's another thing I love about musicals in general. When a character's in crisis, they sing and dance, which is so much more entertaining than them just whining on. But that's the glory of musical theater. This is what I'm talking about. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and then something starts ringing.
Oh, what a wonderful day for a wedding!
Shall I have the pews removed now, or would you prefer I wait until morning?
I'm just going to stop the record here so this number doesn't get interrupted by a ringing telephone. These are 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I know nothing about them. Now I assume Ukulele Lil plays the ukulele, but she doesn't in this show. In fact, I wanted to know more about her, so I read through all my books and I even used the internet. But all my searches kept ending up with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. They're both wonderful performers.
Why would you the pews removed?
The bride has called off the wedding.
Oh, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
1 minute, you can feel very close to someone, and the next, why, you just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
You see? That's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret. But here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy.
Oh, I took great reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Hank VIII and Anna Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yes, she was in love. Love was good for Eve and Adam, and Samson and Delilah too.
May I pose a question, madam?
Yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Ooh, don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
That's quite taxing. Excuse me while I pour a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you. Love drops from above. But love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a prince.
I don't mean him, you silly kid. Love is always lovely. Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming, but to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. Now, I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Usually, in the end, there are lawyers. Is it just me? Sorry, I just think that number is naive. And irresponsibly so. I just thought it should be pointed out for the benefit of the young people. All right, I won't interrupt anymore, but there is one moment that has fascinated me.
There you are. Oh, Chaperone, I'm in a terrible state.
You certainly are. You can't go to a wedding looking like that.
Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off.
Not your wedding. Mine. Oh, that reminds me. Might I borrow your veil?
You're getting married. But to whom?
La 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 la. Ah, look at this. Beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You're marrying Aldolfo.
I know. It's surprising. But when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I feel all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, my dear, that is love. Help me.
Oh, there you are. Okay, look, I'm gonna put all my cards on the table, okay? I've got a weak heart and I can't take this pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old tinker is gonna give out. Now, just tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes.
Oh, thank the good Lord in heaven.
Aldolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
Oh, there you are. I have wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know.
We just heard.
But who told you? I did. But how did you know?
What difference does it make?
Miss Tottenham and I are getting married in the garden this evening at 7:30.
What?
What? Oh, yes. Congratulations to everyone.
So what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everyone's getting married except for the bride and the groom.
There you are. Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Oh, please don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? It is our wedding day, after all. And George has gone through all this trouble, and why, I do love you. More than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, and I just can't understand it. This may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, why, it was just like I was kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it while playing the role of Monique in Hold It, Baguette!
Hold it! Now, before you say anything, just know, no matter how well you can play the role of happy wife, you will never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I just don't know. Oh, I'm so conflicted. Chaperone, please, just this once, I beg of you, give me some advice that is both coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
All right, this is it. The moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other and has brought me back to this record again and again.
Well, my advice to you is...
And this is it. Listen.
While you can.
You see, you can't quite make out what she says because someone drops a cane. I'll play it again.
While you can.
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
While you can.
Now, it is Beatrice Stockwell after all, so it might just be a cynical quip. But this is a wedding, and that's exactly what you think when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And you have to live, right? Well, it's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So, one day, you go up to someone and you phrase it like a question. I love you? But they accept it as a fact. suddenly, there she is, standing in front of you in that $3,000 dress, with tears in her eyes and her nephew made the chuppah. And what do? Do you say, I was joking? I was just kidding. No, you can't. You have to live, right? So, for the next couple of months, you stare at that alien form in bed beside you, and you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day, you say it out loud. And then it's a trial separation, and it's couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction. And you're constantly revisiting and redefining and reevaluating until your whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy flying through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But, in a larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have lived than left, right?
Well, you can.
You don't know how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, thank you, Chaperone. You certainly have a way with words. Robert, my answer is yes. I will marry you.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful.
Mr. Felsing, it looks like this wedding's a done deal.
Now you're in a trouble.
And there's Muffin you could do about it.
But there is. I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty, the Incredible. Okay, Kitty. Now show the boys how you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty! Will you marry me? Oh my God, Mr. Felton, yes,
Isn't she just wonderful?
Well, what are you old ladies waiting for? Go get in your frillies. We'll just get married in one big clump. That's how they do it in Utah.
I don't know how you did it, George, but you've managed 4 weddings in one day. I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am?
Yes!
I am.
Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! He's George, that's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought.
He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding
a terribly old apartment with horrible wiring. Just try to keep the show alive in your mind. Don't talk to anyone. Don't let yourselves be distracted. I'll find the fuse box. Oh, God.
It's the super. Hi.
Hello.
Your lights are out.
Yes.
You see, we had to turn off all the power because we're replacing the breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we did. But when we did, the power to all the apartments tripped.
Yes.
That's what happens. It's normal.
Yes.
So I'm here to fix it.
Now?
It'll only take a few minutes.
All right, all right.
Because you see, I tried calling earlier, but there was no answer.
Oh, I've been having problems with the phone.
All right, here it is.
It was a record.
No. What kind of music was that?
It was just music. You know, like a musical.
You listen to musicals?
No.
I love musicals! Me and the wife go all the time. It is amazing what they can do nowadays. Did you see Miss Saigon? They landed a helicopter on stage in that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. Cats, Les Mis, Saturday Night Fever. Although, between me and you, I like the movie better.
Really? Goodbye. That's it. The moment is ruined. One note away from the end, and the magic is gone. Oh, I know. We could just play the record again from the beginning. No! I guess I can't do that. It's so frustrating. You have to understand, I love this show, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me the record when I was little. This was right before my father left us. Oh, it wasn't because of the record, but I'm sure it didn't help matters. And look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, and the bunny motif is labored. But none of that matters. It does what a show's supposed to do. It takes you away for a while. It gives you a little tune to carry along with you in your head. And it picks you up for when you're feeling blue, you know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to
I'm an accident waiting to have fun. Will our way
I wanna sing the tunes
through life's crazy
Wedding bells will
rehearsals here with the Academy Street Theater Group. Our cast is going to meet you in the lobby where you can meet and greet. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a safe trip home. Come back tomorrow night. Tell all your friends.